pretty dark horse. I was gonna choose like one of the top contenders, but I did go with Trae Young.
He's been listening to that Atlanta Hawks propaganda.
Yes.
I know. I think
That's nice.
these two have gotten in my head about the Hawks.
No, we
I
I know,
generally
I
know.
can
do.
tell, Crina.
I know. It's the thing is with MVP is like we've seen a lot of the same guys circulating in those conversations, whether it was Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Giannis, who's like won it multiple times. So it's
Right.
just I wanted to choose someone that maybe nobody's thinking about, but if you really think about it, Trae is the MVP of the Atlanta Hawks, right? Like
Yeah.
he's the guy who gets you the bucket on the offensive end of the floor. And if the Hawks are going to have like kind of a comeback year and be one of the maybe tougher teams in the Eastern Conference, okay, stop, not that high, but he's going to be the reason why. Like he's going to be able to lead them to higher standings than they were last year and maybe take them back to the Eastern Conference.
I like that.
The
She's-
ECF.
She's definitely been listening to us.
Yeah,
She
man.
You go.
For me, like I like that pick.
I like it a
will
lot
say
too.
that in terms of dark horse, but look this season, it's gonna be honest. It's gonna be
Really?
honest.
That's
I'm
such
not
a
even.
boring pick.
I'm sorry. I'm not even
That's so
going.
boring.
I'm not
And
going
he's not
off the
gonna
board.
win again. He's not gonna win again.
I believe he will. Why? Because I believe the Bucks this year will be the team to watch. in the
Voter
Eastern
fatigue, though.
Conference.
Voter fatigue.
Yes, voter fatigue, of course, but
But Jokic won 2 years before.
Yeah,
so
but
like,
he's
he
never
can
gonna
do it
win
again.
MVP ever again.
Who says that?
I don't know
Unless he
about that.
averages
Yeah, who says
40,
that?
unless he averages 40, 15, and 10, he'll never win MVP again.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that
Because
either.
let's say Denver,
What,
in that
they-
case, continues to do well in the Western Conference. first
Unless
season.
Denver,
and if his stat line looks like it looked when he did win the MVP, if he could do that consistently, maybe he gets another one. I could see another one in his future. But as for Giannis, I just believe that the Bucks in the Eastern Conference, that's the team I like. And if they
I
have a
agree
good
with
year, if they make a deeper, I know it's not a playoff award, but given the what I expect them to get that over in terms of their win total. I think that they're probably gonna be first or second in the Eastern Conference. Giannis will make he'll do his damage as per usual. So I'm looking at his stat line being
Crazy.
25 plus points. Looking at obviously north of 10 boards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like Giannis this year.
My only issue is that a lot of teams have these duos that are really good together. So if Giannis and Chris Middleton, who's back, are really good, like you can't.
Come on, if the Bucks are gonna do well, it's all gonna be on Giannis' shoulders. If they do bad, it's on Giannis' shoulders.
Yeah, but
what
Chris
it is.
is their closer, right? And like you've
I don't
seen
know.
them
Last
struggle
year,
without
Giannis
him.
kind of proved that
He is getting towards that, but it's
I
still
remember that game in
Chris
Philly.
is
Remember
still-
that game in Philly?
I do. I was watching that, but it's still Chris in terms.
Who
of
would you give
close.
the ball to right now? And it's still Chris.
Yes.
Giannis.
Yeah.
I'd say.
No, like,
I'd say.
close it
I'd
out.
say the
But the
Bucks
point is that
would
there's a
lean to-
debate,
yeah, the
right?
Bucks would
Like
Yeah.
lean to-
half of us think Giannis, half of us think Chris. Like it's just not. There isn't a clear cut guy.
And
so
the thing
that's
is,
my
Giannis
Alright.
also has a lot of help too, which is kind of gets hard to,
But he's-
give him some accolades as on his own. But the other thing that going for him, which we don't talk about much when it comes to players and their MVP status, is them being able to stay healthy. The guys that stay healthy usually win MVP. Look at Nikola Jokic. Look at Giannis all those years. And Giannis is the guy that does stay healthy. And if he's staying healthy, he's gonna get you 25 points every single night, no
They're
matter
gonna be in
who's
the
defending
conversation.
him. Yeah, there you
You know,
go. He's gonna be in conversation top
obviously.
3,
It's
no
okay,
problem.
okay. So you're going with Giannis to win the MVP then?
No, I'm gonna go with. Oh, you want my pick now?
Yeah, you were talking about it, so it's your
So
pick.
I'm gonna go with Luka, and I know it's not a dark horse, I get that point of it, but I think for me, Luka is that guy that's a superstar on a team, but he can also almost just carry his own team, right? There's no one really there to help him out. Who's there? Dinwiddie? Like, he's gonna
Hey,
help him out
don't
too
Tim
much.
Hardaway's
Shout out
back.
to Tim Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is back
No,
too.
that's great, but like it's
Christian
still
Wood comes
Luka.
through,
But does
6'9",
Luka have a
6'9".
Middleton? Not really. It's still
But he
just
doesn't need a
Luka.
Middleton though.
That's why he's gonna be MVP.
That's the point. You're proving
That's
your
the
point.
point.
No, but
every
no,
day.
but whatever.
You're
You're proving your point. Your point is that he stays
I'm-
alone.
Just look.
His odds
when we get
also
to
right
my, when
now
it's my
are at
turn,
plus
when it's my
500,
turn,
so I think it's a really good spot to go take it. But I think Luka in a conference with Nikola Jokic, we saw about Jokic too, right? He was only carrying, they were winning and they were doing good. He was putting up numbers and he was healthy. The key was that Jokic was healthy. Carried that team, won back-to-back MVPs, and Luka has had his time coming. Like he has been on the horizon for years
He's been
now.
waiting.
He's been
Yeah,
waiting. And
yeah.
I think this is after what he did last year, this could be the year where he's like, okay, now I know what this team is about, who's going to be sticking, who's staying, the front office. Mark Cuban, a little bit here and there, but like at least he knows what he signed up for. So I think paired with that, paired with this trajectory each year, he's in a good spot to win, you guys. And if he wins, I'm going to be coming straight to Justin's face.
but you haven't even got to my
I don't care
opinion
what you
yet.
have to say.
So,
Dame?
You give it to us.
Yeah.
So I think Luka is the favorite. Should be the favorite to win MVP, right? He proved
He is
last
the
year.
favorite,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
He is the number one favorite, actually. Yeah,
According
right
to the
now.
odds, yes, he is the favorite. But if we again up to the debate now, Luka last year proved that he can be like baby LeBron, like LeBron in
I
07,
almost had that.
carried
run,
that
yep.
team to almost the finals, right?
Yeah.
I think Luka Doncic is going to be the next best player in the world once Giannis kind of hits that decline, because Giannis is the best player right now.
Agreed.
And I think Luka will win MVP this year, right? But because you know me, I like to go. I'm a little bit different. I go against the grain. I like to bring some different element to the show because you guys are all so boring.
Excuse me.
No offense. But a dark horse MVP, dark horse, plus 5,500. I have to double check my notes because I couldn't remember it. But Dame Lillard. It's going to be Dame time. Get your watches out because you know it's going to be Dame time. I know all you guys live in Toronto. You guys go to bed before the Blazers play because it's too late for you guys.
Dame's my guy.
But Dame is back. He's healthy, right? He's going to prove he's better than Kyrie.
He's I'm sorry.
Dame, the way I rank my point guards, it goes Steph.
Dame.
Maybe
put Dame
he's
right
definitely top 3, right? He's better than Ja, better than Chris Paul, better than Kyrie, better than Trae, although I love Trae. Dame is going to once again prove to the NBA world why he is that dude, why he was all 75 and he deserved to be on there because he just has the bag. He's a leader.
Yep.
He's loyal to Portland.
10 toes down.
10 toes down, loyal to the soil. That's actually one of his songs, Jelani.
That's true. Spotify, hit it up.
Yeah, there you go. Also, I just think that Dame wants to prove to the world why staying in Portland is the right decision. And when he's healthy and when he's right, we've seen how good this guy can be. So Dame Lillard at plus 5,500 to win MVP. I might be putting some money on that.
But here's the thing.
What?
If your team is bad, even if you're the
They're not
best,
going to be bad this year.
but if they
Where
don't
do you have them?
perform,
Where do you
if
I
they,
have Blazers.
Hold on. Blazers are not going to be bad in the Western Conference this
Yeah.
year. The Portland Blazers.
It's the
that
It's the Trailblazers, not the Blazers.
Doesn't matter. Same. You think they're gonna make a run?
Yeah.
Where do you have them ranking right now, Justin? Just humor me. Where do you have them ranking
I
right
saw
now?
your video for your Western Conference rankings.
Yeah,
the
I
other
was
day.
not
That
putting
humor
them.
me a
I was
lot,
not
actually.
touching the Blazers with a 10-foot
So
pole.
of course there's the Warriors, the class of the conference, right? I think the Grizzlies are gonna take a step back. Denver will take a step up. The Clippers are there, but I think the Blazers have a legitimate chance to be a top 6 team in the Western Conference because they have Dame. Anthony Simons is gonna take
Nurkic
another
comes
level.
back.
Nurkic is healthy.
who else are you
Jeremy
picking out
Grant.
in those standings?
In the West.
Yeah. Where do you have the Suns?
We're like 10 minutes
I
in,
think
and
the
I've got
Sun-
the hottest
Let's-
take on
okay.
this show.
Yeah,
Pilot.
Let's look at the Suns. They got absolutely embarrassed in Game 7.
Yeah, but
But
that,
no,
That's the
but
playoffs.
hold on,
What
hold
doesn't
on,
matter
hold on.
when it's the playoffs.
you-
The regular
okay.
season is consecutive wins against
Did I
teams
cut
like
you
that.
off when you were talking?
A little bit, but that's why I think it's okay right now. I'm
No,
just
it's
saying.
not.
I'm just gonna give you a good point right now. To listen, consecutive wins is what gets you top of the conference in the Western Conference, and there's way too many teams that can put themselves as a
So
contender
where
against
do you
the
have them? right now?
Where do you have them in?
barely playing, if that.
Okay.
Where would you put? Let's
'Cause for
break it
me-
down,
for
right?
me
You've got
right now,
Suns,
yeah,
Warriors.
There are
The Suns
plenty of
are going to be the
teams.
best team in the Western Conference because
Yeah,
there's
the Suns
whole,
take
there's
a
the
step
whole.
back.
We
Yes,
cannot
yes.
ignore what happened off the court. The whole Robert Sarver issue.
Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton. Does he even want to really be
Crowder.
in Phoenix? This whole Drake.
Crowder doesn't move the needle.
Jay
Aiton's
Crowder's
back.
acting
It's
like
the
he's
same
Jay
making
Crowder
money
thinks
off- I
he's-
But
don't
he
know.
doesn't
he's
move
Kevin
the needle.
Durant.
It
I think
doesn't
he's
matter.
there. I think he's
Okay,
there.
but we're getting
Hated
off the
though.
topic.
But
We're
it
getting
doesn't
off
matter.
topic. We're getting off topic right now. Okay. The Blazers, right? They have a lot of good young pieces. They weren't healthy last year. And Chauncey Billups is a good coach. He's a championship point guard. He's proven to be a very valuable asset. Give him a.
That is true. I would
Chauncey
say
Billups
with
talked
help,
about
with help.
this offseason at the beginning. This team is healthy now. They weren't healthy last year. Okay? They got all the reps. If you watch any Blazers games, like I said, you guys fall asleep.
Are you
Before the Blazers
timist?
played,
Like we're
like-
not falling asleep on purpose.
This team
It's
is going to be
midnight
shocking
here.
people because Portland, for the entirety of the Dame era, have been a very consistent
They're one of
playoff
the best.
team.
They have one of the
right?
best regular season.
Whether-
records for the last
exactly.
10 years.
And Dame
Except
is
last year.
Dame is going to
But
be
injuries though.
yeah, exactly.
injuries.
So I just think
But
Dame.
there had so many movements last off season as well,
For
right?
me, I
Like
wouldn't
you're
put them
But
top
every team makes
6.
moves.
I
yeah.
wouldn't put them top 6.
It's how they
but
look
let's
after the
say they
moves.
have a good year, then Dame would be
If
up for consideration.
if the Blazers finish top 5 in the Western Conference, which I think is possible,
It's possible, but a lot to ask for.
if
I think.
it's a lot to ask. But if Dame does that and averages 30 points and whatever, right? He's definitely
I'm
going to be in the
shocked you're-
conversation.
Can I
think
can I
top
list
5 is a
the
little
can I list the teams
unrealistic.
for 1 second?
List.
Okay. Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors, Denver Nuggets, LA Clippers, Dallas Mavericks, Minnesota Timberwolves.
Grizzlies,
I'm gonna walk
Grizzlies.
away. You're gonna
Damn.
put the Blazers over the Timberwolves. They can't get a shot
mean,
up.
Did you
over
see
the
how
guys.
stupid the Timberwolves played in the playoffs? They have no
Yeah, they
basketball.
They just
no,
got
they
Rudy
changed
Gobert.
their-
They
But
just
what,
made so
but
many.
what did Rudy Gobert
they're-
do in Utah? Nothing. What did he do in Utah?
He did nothing. He did nothing in Utah.
What did he do? What
Back-to-back
did he-
defensive player, three-time defensive player of the year. Did nothing in
What?
Utah.
But real talk. What did the
Utah was the most consistent team in the Western
They
Conference.
were the
Justin.
Tor-
They were winning top of the
Toronto
ladder
Raptors.
every single
the
year.
Utah Jazz were the Toronto Raptors under Dwayne Casey, a good regular season team that
do
gagged
this.
in the playoffs every year. The facts are the facts. I know you guys are all Raptors fans,
I mean-
but the
Why
Jazz,
Raptors?
just like the
What the Raptors have
Raptors,
to do
they're
with
just
this?
like that. They did nothing. What is the name
All
of
I'm
the
gonna
game?
say is this: I think the West is tough. It's always tough. It's a lot to ask for, in terms of top 6. They might be a play-in team.
Relax.
No, it's okay. They're probably gonna be a play-in team, but if Dame, let's say he's up for scoring champion, if he's around that number,
what I'm saying.
if he's doing things that we've seen him do consistently, if they make noise, if they have health, then maybe he's up for that.